Welcome back to Vidhammer. After a little moving hiatus, I'm into a new place. I've got a little bit smaller setup now to do the gaming videos on, but I'm going to give it a try nonetheless. And we'll see how it goes through a second playthrough of the Outer Ritual Chamber. Finally going back to see if we can get through this. So for City Encounter, we got a little inebriated when wandering through town, went down some dark alleys and found some weapons and armor and stuff, which once we sobered up, we turned over to the city guard, and in return gained prosperity for it, which was nice. Then on our way out to the actual chamber, we saw some deer rustling and thought about hunting them, but decided just to play it cool and watch for a little bit. And then, of course, a different hunter shoots the deer, but kind of sad, but shares the deer with us, the spoils, and we get blessed for this mission. Okay, so we start with the bless card. For short-term goals, Timmy took the one for using your equipment a number of times equal to your level plus 2, which will be 5. I figure he's probably going to do that anyway, so that should be a pretty good choice. And of course, Mojo got gain 13 or more experience. I don't think there's any way he's not going to if we succeed at the mission, so that should be pretty simple and done. And yeah, that throws us into the ritual chamber. Timmy, of course, needing to use the Skullbane axe. Mojo needing to get elite kills. Let's see if we can remember that and do some good. Let's go over to the first turn. So we're going fast in this first turn, 14 and 19, Cultist 39 and Living Corpse 66, which means Mojo and Barry are going to go first. We're just going to start off with Barry's attack at the Living Corpse at a +0, so that's just 2 damage on Mr. Living Corpse. Then we're going to have Mojo do pretty much what we did last time we tried this, and he's going to put a poison shot on him for 2. +0, so he's going to take 2 more and go to 4 and be poisoned. Then we're going to have Mr. Barry command to do another attack, which will be an attack of 5 with the +1 on it, and he's poisoned, so it'll be an attack of 6. That's just straight 6. That puts him at 10 damage, and it's up to Timmy to finish the job, which we'll see how we can do. No actual, no experience gained from that one. That's okay. We know the experience is coming down the line. Timmy is up next. We're going to do our move 2 with wind to go here. And we'll bring some handy-dandy wind out, of course, at the end of the turn. I know, but I'm doing it now. Then he's going to do just a regular attack of 2, using the Skullbane axe, which makes it an attack of 7, and he's poisoned, so that's an attack of 8, and there's going to be some wind, and that's going to be enough to kill him off because the Living Corpse only had 17 damage. So we succeed in killing that guy off on the first round. Yay, yay. And now we got to wait for the cultists to do their thing and come in and punch us in the groin. Cultist time. You can see we are fighting on level 3 here, monster difficulty level 3, because their levels are 4 and 3, so their average is a little less than 2. They would be fighting at monster level 2, but it's single player co-op, so you bump it up to level 3. And time for the cultists to do their thing. Starting with number 3, they have a move -1, but it's still a move of 2, so this guy will get up here and do his chop shot on Barry. This is an attack of 2 +0, but it also has curse. So Mojo's going to take 2 damage, and we're going to get a curse thrown into Mojo and Barry's deck. Not the funnest stuff, but it happens. Next guy up, he'll move 2, and then number 1 will move 2. That is, yeah, that's closer. And then finally the last guy moving 2 and doing his chop shot of 1. Against Barry. -1 is nothing. So we're going to get a curse shuffled into Mojo and Barry's deck, and then we're heading over to next turn. Wah! So in second turn, we're going to try to do as much damage as we can. Cultists, however, got a quick draw, so they're going first, and they're going to die if we kill them, but I don't think we're going to kill any of them off this turn, but we might, I don't know. But they got to do their thing. Move -1 is still a move of 2, so this guy's going to move forward, and since Timmy was the first to act, he is going to target Timmy. Attack of 2 -1 is just an attack of 1, +1, that's 2. Timmy will take 2 and get cursed, because we all love the curse action. We'll throw a curse into his deck when the time comes. Then the second elite will do his attack on Mr. Mojo. Again, attack of 1, -2 is attack of nothing. Then you still get cursed. He gets cursed over there. Then number 1 will move forward and he'll do his attack of just 0, which won't do anything, and then another attack of 0, -1, which is add to his health. No, that doesn't happen. Sorry. Next up is Timmy. We're going to do, since we've got Wind out, we're going to use that to an attack of 2 on, let's go for both of the elites, I guess. Yes. Let's do an attack of 2 on both the elites. First the attack on, oh, we got to shuffle in our curses if that's the case. Let's do that and then do some attacks. First elite, attack 2. Hey, that's a curse card out. Second elite, attack of 2, +1, that's 3. So our bottom action, we've got an attack of 3 at a range of 4. We're going to go ahead and shoot at this elite since we don't have to worry about the disadvantage going that way. So an attack of 3 +2, that's 5. We'll take that one. And we get some night out for end of that turn. And we gain an experience because of that. We're electing not to use the push, so we'll just take the experience and be happy with that. Finally, we got Mojo and Barry, which means Barry's going to go first. This elite is the lower number, so he's just going to do his regular attack of 2. That's a miss, just a regular miss card out of there. Happy times, but good to get that out of there rather than here. Then we're going to have, Barry go ahead and do his swipe shot. Now he'll hit all 3 of them with an attack of 2 on the first guy. That's 3 for him. Attack of 2 on the already wounded guy. +1, that's 3 for him as well. And then a swipe on the final guy for 2. Hey, there's the other curse. I just shuffled all those right to the top. Isn't that nice? We're getting an experience for that, for Barry and Mojo. Then Mojo's going to command Barry to do an attack on the 2 targets, which we're going to choose these 2 so we don't have to worry about killing off the guy accidentally and making him explode. So this is just an attack of 2, first at the elite guy here. That's just straight 2. He'll go from 3 to 5. And then an attack of 2 on the non-elite. -1 is just 1. All right. And another XP. And we're shuffling decks and back over to it. So going into turn number 3, we got our first whiff of cultist goodness. They are going to be summoning living bones. But hopefully we can thin the herd before that. Timmy's going to go first, and we don't have any blue out, but we're going to use this anyway. We're going to move first, and then we're going to take a shot at that guy. So let's step back to there. I'm guessing that's good. And that'll be blue out at the end of the turn. And we're going to go ahead and take our shot on this guy, an attack of 2 with more blue out. And he'll take 2 damage and go from 5 to 7. But that's all for him. No experience gained because of that. But at the end of his turn, since we actually want to use this card to do some good stuff, we're going to burn his minor stamina potion to regain... Oh, not the minor stamina potion from him, but the minor stamina potion from him. We're going to burn that to regain 2 cards. The stun card is one of the cards we're going to return to our hand, and the other is going to be our good bottom attack card. get those back into our hand, planning on using them next round. And then Mr. Mojo and Barry are up. Barry's going to be first. He's the lower initiative, so we're going to shoot at the guy with 7 damage on him for 2 to put him up to 9. Oops, that was a mistake. Then we got to do our stuff, which is going to be an attack of 3 and an attack of 4 with Strengthen. Let's take the attack of 4 with Strengthen. Yeah, I guess we take the attack of 4 is going to be on this guy, because we might actually get a kill off of it. +1, that's 5. They only have 13 health, so boom, that guy goes down. Another coin for that spot. And Barry is strengthened, but he'll be using that strengthen right now in his next attack, which will be an attack of 3 or 4. Nope, 3 with advantage. And that'll take that guy out. So both the elites gone, and both of them killed by Mojo and Barry. So they will get the kill credit for both of them. That's 2 more elites killed off, and we had the living corpse killed by Timmy as well. Gaining 2 experience for that, 2 going up to 4. And then they are going to summon their living bones. Closest possible spaces, which I'm going to say is there. Actually, no, since they target 2 characters, that's where he would spawn. Okay, so we just went from 4 characters to 4 characters again, and we just got to kill all these guys off. We haven't discarded any cards yet, knock on wood. Okay, hopefully for good things. Here we go. That's going, that's winning. Do it. Don't forget, living spirits or cultists, whatever the heck they are, suffer 2 damage at the end of that. So at least there's a little bit of damage going on for those guys. Okay. Turn 4, and the cultists are wanting to summon living bones again. Hoping, fingers crossed, that maybe Barry can manage to kill off that one cultist, which means over on this side, we're going to stun the cultist who's over here. We're going to use up that blue. Here. It's a miss, which means we're not doing any damage. We're still getting the stun, though. So we stun down, and we still gain our experience for doing stun. Do it. Do it. And then we got our bottom card. We're going to do an attack of 3. Which, since it's range 4, we're going to do attack of 3 on this guy right here. And attack of 3 minus 2 is an attack of 1. That's amazing stuff. But, oh well, that happens sometimes, or if you're me, all the time. That guy's going to come out, but that's all for his turn. Mojo and Barry will be next. Since the cultist went first, he'll do his attack of 2 on the cultist. +1, that's 3. So that'll bring him up to 7. Alright, we have a chance of actually killing him off still. Because we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to do top action here. This is just an attack of 3. It's Pierce 4, but he doesn't have any armor. It's attack of 3, and that's a miss. No, we are not going to kill off that cultist. I'll get an experience for it. 4 goes to 5. But that was a great deal of irritation. Now another living bones is going to come out, which I really didn't want to. Bottom of the card... we're going to have Mojo come over here and take both of those coins, because we might as well get some money since we're not getting much else. Then the cultists are going to go. It's going to summon a living bones in that spot right there. And then the living bones are going to go, which is attack +0, but they're going to target 1 target with all attacks. They target 2, so they're both going to have an attack of 2, 2 attacks of 2 on Barry. So First attack on Barry is going to be 1. Second attack is going to be 3. So that's 4. Second one with an attack of 2, so that's 6. Another attack of 2. So that's 10 damage. So we'll go from 14 to 4 in one fell swoop. All right. And that is end of that turn, Onslaught of Death. Almost forgot again that when our cultists go, they have to take 2 damage, which means he's going to 4. And this guy, when he summons, he will take 2 and go to 9, and he will die. Yay, yay. Next turn, and once again, the last remaining cultist wants to summon living bones. Maybe we can do something about it, but we're going to take a bunch of attacks from the skeletons, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. First up, though, is going to be Mojo and Barry. We're going to do a heal on himself for 5 to go from 4 to 9. Then we're going to have Mr. Mojo just do a punch on this guy for 2, where we have to reshuffle to get our miss back into the deck. But if he takes his punch shot, and yes, we will be using the minor mana potion on his turn to bring out some blue at the end of his turn, but it will be there so that Timmy can use it and hopefully kill that guy off. And then we only have 3 living bones to deal with. 3 summoned living bones. Yeah, gotta love when they do that. But a punch shot from Mr. Mojo for 2 plus 1, that's 3. That puts it at 7. We got a chance here. We got a chance here. No experience for the punch shot. So that is all for him. And he's going to be taking a short rest, since this is at the end of his cards, and a long rest isn't going to benefit, isn't going to heal Barry at all. But the living bones are up next, at least. Yes, living bones, living bones. They're just doing their regular move 3 and attack 2, targeting 2 characters. So the only guy who's going to move is number 3 down here, who will move here. So he can attack Barry and Timmy, and then the other guy's going to attack Barry and Mojo both. Attacks a 2. Attack 2 on Barry. Times 2. That's an attack of 4. Takes him from his 9 straight down to 5. Then an attack of 2 on Timmy. Plus 1. That's 3. Hey, let's pull all the big numbers out. We might as well, since we're about to die. I wonder if we should have just lost a card instead of taking 4 damage for Barry. We'd have to discard 2 from our discard pile. No, we're not doing it. Next guy up. Attack of 2 on Barry. That's just 2. His 5 goes down to 3. And attack of 2 on Mr. Mojo. -1 is only 1 to him. And then we got an attack of 2 from the last guy. -1 is 1, so his 3 will go to 2. And then an attack of 2 on 3 on that guy, Mojo. So that's how we're looking at their, after their stuff. We've still got to shuffle that deck afterward. Now we go over to Timmy's turn, and it's up to him to finish off this cultist. And we've got our attack shot with frost, meaning we got an attack of 3. We won't get an experience. We should have made that freaking forest, but oh well. Still, it's an attack of 3 at a range of 3, which is fine. Attack of 3 with some nature. That's enough. Oh, we didn't use... Yeah, we did. That should have come out, and we should have just used it in order to get our attack, which is enough to kill that guy off. Attack of 3 only has 9 health, so that guy is down. Cultists don't get to spawn He's got a move of 4, which I want to get him out of range. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 over there. No experience for it, and the move was just a move of 4. We didn't have any stuff to use to augment it. We didn't want to augment it. That is it. That is end for this round. Stuff's coming down, and we got to take some rests, and yeah, and see how this comes out. We still got dudes to deal with. Next turn. Doing things. Living Bones have decided to go faster than Timmy, but it's not too bad, and we'll have some health on Mr. Barry by then. So Mojo and Barry going first. First with Barry, he's going to do his attack on number 3 here. Just an attack of 2. -1 is 1, but he's got a shield of 1, so that does nothing. Then an attack of 5, which we might as well go after that same guy, since that's where Barry's going to be doing his attacks. Attack of 5, +1, that's 6, shield of 1, so that takes it to 5. And heal for 5, so we'll go up to 7. And get an experience for that. 7's all over the place. Then the Living Bones have got themselves move +1, but they're not going to go anywhere because they're already maximized. Only 2 guys can get double attacks. And their attacks are -1, so they only have an attack of 1. 3 attacks against Barry and 2 attacks against Mojo. Okay, 3 attacks on Barry. Attack 2, +1, that's 3, +1, that's 4. 7 goes down to 3. So all we can really do is just keep healing him. Attacks on Mr. Mojo. That's an attack of 0 and an attack of 0. That would have been nice on Barry for a change. But oh well, that's all for Living Bones. And we are over to Mr. Timmy, who's going to move 3. Yeah, 1, 2. We'll pick up the coin. And we're going to heal Barry for 3. Bring him back to 6. And he's going to have to do a long rest. That is going to bring out some sun. That gets used up. But yeah, he's got a long rest on this one. So he's going to use his Cloak of Invisibility, since we got to use it at some point anyway, and just be happily invisible right there. So he can take his long rest without any problems next turn. And yeah, speaking of next turn, here we go. Okay, a bit of an ouch turn on this one. Since the Living Bones, they're going late, but they're doing attack +2. So that's not going to be fun. But with Timmy doing his long rest, that means Mojo and Barry are up first. We're going to try, hopefully. First, Barry's got to do his attack of 2 on this guy. +1 is 3. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 2. And they have a health of 7. So that guy is down. That helped tremendously. Then we've got our attacks. Let's do our attack of 3. That's 3. On to number... Should we do number 8? I think we should do number 8. Because that way when he comes out, he can just do a chop shot on him and hopefully kill him off. Yeah, let's do it on this guy. Attack 3. +0, he's got a shield for 2, so he takes 2 damage. He's got 5 left, so hopefully that axe will be able to slice through the meat. That does get him an experience, 7 to 8. And then Mojo's going to do a disarm. We'll go ahead and do a disarm on this guy. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they're still both going to get attacked for 4. But, yes, doing our attack on this guy. At disadvantage. Chink. So it's -2, so the attack won't do any damage, but it is still going to be doing the disarm on him, so he won't get his shots off. But that's all for them, and then it's our dude's turn. Living Bones with their targeting 2 people, so we'll target both of them with an attack of 4. Attack of 4 on Barry is straight 4. And an attack of 4 on Mojo. +1, that's 5, and he's only got 5 health, and he's got to lose a card. There's no way to get through this first room without me losing cards. It just never happens. Okay, I gotta ditch a card, ditching the Swamp Alligator. It's out of there. Thanks, Mr. Living Bones. You did your job. You made me discard cards. So that is end of this turn. We've got to do our long rest here. Move from 3 up to 5. And discard our card. And get ready for the next turn. We're ditching this one for Timmy. And hoping we can do what's necessary here. Living Bones are going 45 at just straight move and attack +0. Which means Timmy is going to be first. He's going to come out of hiding with his fresh axe, which he is going to immediately use the top of this and the axe to do an attack of 7 on this guy. Wind will come out, but we'll do an attack of 7. He's got a shield of 1, so that's 6, but he still takes 6. That's enough to kill him off, and that's another undead kill for Timmy. Then the bottom of his action, attack 3 at the only guy who's left. Attack 3 times 2, that's 6. He's still got a shield of 1, but he will take 5. And the blessing is out of the deck. Wind is out. The darkness is out. Things are out. His turn is over. There's no experience gained for that one since he just used the default top action. Then we're over to Mojo and Barry, and this is looking better at this point. Since first thing we got to do is Barry's got to take his attack of 2 times 2, which is 4, which I think kills that guy off. Yes, he takes 3. He is down. All right. Now we just got rooms to get through, which means he could heal everybody. He might as well. Does he want to summon the Green Adder? Choices. He's definitely healing all allies. So he's going to 6. He's going 3. Not passing up any opportunity to heal at this point. I'm not going to summon the Green Adder yet. He's very slow, and we've got to go like into a room and then go back and go into that room. So we're just leaving it where it's at, calling that good. That's end of that turn. We got to make some choices and figure out which way we're going. Okay, next round, even though Mojo and Barry have 2 cards left in hand, he's going to do a long rest now. And that's just going to leave us with just Timmy doing his stuff. He's going to heal Barry for 3. And then we're going to do a move of 2 and grab that coin and bring that out at the end of the turn. Then at the end, that'll actually go down. No experience for that. That'll go to waning. He will regain 5 to 7 for himself at least. And we'll discard a card and get ready to go for the next turn. And the next turn is when that will be waning, which we're going to need because we're going to use. So next turn, we're ditching this card for the long rest. Now the long rest is done and doing some stuff. Timmy's going to go later and open the door. Mojo and Barry are going first and healing themselves. Healing him for 5 to 11. And healing himself for 4. He's just going to go to his max of 9. And Timmy's just going to run forward and open the door on a move of 3 with the wind. That's going to be a move of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick up the coin. And with the door opened, we see our new dudes who are going to be going, but we should have just enough. If we target 3, 1, 2, 3 there, we should be able to hit him for 1. It's just an attack of 1 and some fire. Okay, so we got 1 damage on him, and we got some frost and fire. That might help for next round, hopefully. And yeah, getting an experience for that. Such an experience hog, that guy. Then our night demons are going to go, and fortunately we drew the they're not going to move. They're only attacking at range 3, so they're not going to hit anything. No darkness out, so that's all for them. And we're heading over to the next turn. Hoo-yah! Things aren't looking too bad here. Night demons are going at 22, so we're all going to go first, starting with Mojo and Barry. So Barry will do a move 3. 1, 2, 3 onto the door. Then we'll command him to do another move. I think we're going to have him go this way and do an attack of 5 on this guy. Attack of 5 plus 1, that's 6. Oh, attackers gain disadvantage. Attackers gain disadvantage, so it's just an attack of 5. But still, that's 5. That guy only has 7 health. So that's okay. 1 experience point for that. 3 more to meet your objective. And we're going to have him use that minor stamina potion to gain back both his heal and his bottom attack card. No, actually, let's gain back the heal and the attack 5. Then Timmy's got his stuff going on, and we're going to try to use Mr. Blue here. We're going to move 2, which will bring blue out at the end of our turn, but we're going to use the blue that's out there in order to do a stun attack on this guy. Attack of 2, oh, disadvantage. Okay, it's just an attack of 2, and he is stunned, and we get an experience for that. And blue will come out at the end of our turn, which will be important because we're going to be taking a short rest going into next turn. Hopefully getting the stun card back again. So we're going to need it. Now it is over to the night demons. This guy is stunned, of course, so he can't do anything. Then the other guy is just going to do a straight attack of 4 on to Barry. -2. Hey, it's only 2 damage. Take that. That's one of the lowest hits all game right there. And the darkness is going to come out. And that's the end of that turn. And things are going to slide down, and we're going to get ready to go for next turn, including a short rest for him. It's going to go right now. All right, short rest. This is what we ended up losing. And yeah, night demons are doing a double attack, but not until 35. So we're all going first, and hopefully we'll get another stun and hopefully kill that guy. Let's see how it actually plays out. First is Mojo and Barry. First, of course, Barry doing his attack of 2. -1 is 1. So we'll go from 5 to 6. Guy's got 1 health left. But we're doing a heal of 5 to get him up to 14. And then an attack of 4 with strengthen. Oh, sorry. Oh, gotta love when that card shows up. But we're still going to strengthen ourselves for the next shot. And we're going to gain an experience and an experience. Oh, well, he's going to take a couple of hits. Good thing he healed himself. Then over here, we're doing... No, we might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, range 4. We might be able to do it still. We're doing the top of this at range 3 for an attack here, using that to do a stun. It's an attack of 2. Oh, sorry. Attackers gain disadvantage, which would have meant that would have come up along with the other one. Double shot, but at least it gets that curse out of his deck when he does it. Anyway, we're doing attack of 2. -1 is only an attack of 1 on this guy, but he is stunned again. Enjoy your stun. And we'll get an experience for that. Toot. Then we're doing our attack on this guy, which is the attack of 3, disadvantaged, flame both ways. You take it, and you take it, and you die. And flame, and dead guy, and happy times, and darkness. Okay, cool. And then we're over to Night Demons, who, the only guy left, is stunned. That worked out just fine. That goes down. Draw some cards next turn. So I had a thing where he was going to move up and get ready to loot the entire room until the Night Demon ended up going a faster initiative and doing attack +1, which is an attack of 6, which he won't be able to withstand. So we're not doing that. We're just going to stand right where we are, since he's going first. Timmy's going first. Bear's going 44. Night Demon's going 41. So, yeah. Stand where we are. Do an attack of 3. Disadvantage. It's an attack of 2. So his 4 will go to 6. We gain an experience. And yeah, a move 2, which will be a move of actually, I don't think anything. I think we're going to go back this way. And we'll leave that room to be looted whenever we get around to it. Yep. Then Mr. Night Demon, who will go forward 1 and do his big chop shot attack of 6, taking him from 14 down to 8, and bring a knight back out. But that's it for him. Finally, it's Mojo and Barry. Barry is strengthened, so he has advantage, but attacks have disadvantage. So it's just a straight attack of 2, -1. So that'll take him from 6 to 7. Then if we do the bottom of this for a move 3 this direction, then we get +1 to all of our attacks, +1 attack to all of our command abilities, which we're going to do with the command of attack 5. So we'll do an attack of 6, but he's disadvantaged. 0 either way. That's an attack of 6, which puts him at 13 health, which is what he has. So that will kill that guy off and give us another elite kill for Mojo and Barry. No experience gain for that round, but Night Demons are dead, so I'm totally okay with that. And we will go into the next round and get ourselves over here and get this last door opened. I'm not going to worry about gaining the coins just yet. I want to see if we've got enough cards to kill off what's in there. Next couple of turns should be quick. Mojo and Barry are going to long rest on this turn. He's going to come forward 2 and heal Barry for 3. Go from 8 to 11. And that's all for his turn. Mojo and Barry got a long rest, and then we go on to the next turn. So a couple of turns just to move things over, but this is the card that we're choosing to lose for Mojo and Barry. Mojo's already at max health, so he doesn't go up any. Then we'll take our actual turn. Mojo and Barry going first, just doing our command for the move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gaining an experience on that, he can heal yourself, but there's nothing to heal. He hits his 13. Hey, got that. And then Timmy, who's going to do a move of 3, but he's also going to use his boots, so he can do a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the end of his card, so he's going to have to take a long rest. And we'll go into the next turn where he's going to do that. Okay, he is long resting, and all Mojo and Barry are going to do is Barry's going to heal for 5 to go to max and gain experience in the process. And yeah, he will strengthen himself for 1 and gain another experience. All right, finish the long rest, which will be 5 going to 7, and gaining back his boots and his axe. And I do believe at that point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has now used items 5 times, so he's made his, as long as they succeed at what's going on. Let's lose a card for Timmy and do the next round. End of the next turn. Let's get this done. We're discarding this card for Timmy and doing our stuff. Looks like Timmy's going to be breaking through the door, and Mojo and Barry coming up later. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're breaking through with this one on move 3, but we're going to use our boots as well. Or actually we would move 3 and open the door and find out that the Sun Demons are going to move -1 attack +0 range 4, target all enemies within range, but not going until 95. Attack of +0 is an attack of 3 for the normal and 4 for the elite. Oh, if Sun was out, they would target all enemies within range, so they're not going to. Then let's go ahead and use our boots to do what we were thinking we probably would. We can go 1, 2, might as well pick up that coin. And then we're doing our attack of 4, targeting all enemies at exactly range 2, which will be both of them. We're going to use our minor power potion to make that an attack of 5. Attack of 5 at both of them. Okay, attack of 5 at the elite. -1, that's 4, but he's got a shield of 1, so he only takes 3. And then an attack of 5 at the non-elite with frost, but he's got a shield of 1, so he'll take 4. And frost will come out. And that card gets burned, and those two will come out. And he will gain an experience. But at least we did a nice chunk of damage on these guys. And now it's going to be up to Mr. Mojo to do their thing. Because, yeah, Sun Demons aren't going until 95. Yeah, he's going to take some hits. But that's just how it's going to have to be. So over to their turn. First thing that happens is Barry's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3 towards the enemies. Then we're going to move 3 and shield, affect 1 adjacent ally. He's going to move 2 and shield him for 1. Then we're going to attack attack of 1 at range 4 with a disarm. So let's disarm this guy up here. Since at a range of 4, no problem. Attack of 1, plus 1 is 2. With a shield, he'll actually take 1 damage. And he is disarmed, so no attacks for you on your turn, buddy. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. His strength then wears off. He didn't do anything with it. But no experience gained, that's what I was getting at. Then we are over to the sun demons themselves. This guy being disarmed, so he can't do anything. He can still move, though, but his attack would be at range, so he would try to stay at range. But he's disarmed. This guy, same thing. His attack will be at range. He'll do his attack of 3 against a shield of 1. Attacks have advantage for these guys. Attack of 3, that goes to 5. The shield takes it to 4. So we'll drop from 7 to 3 real quick. Run away! Run away! That's all for that turn. Let's go over the next one. All that stuff's coming down, but we're doing good stuff. Short rest. Losing that card. They are going to go 36. Target all adjacent enemies. That's not the best. That's actually really crappy. Well, I was hoping we'd be able to get all the way back here and loot that chest, but now on that card, I don't think that's going to happen. Because they are going to go first. So, yeah, why waste any time about it? So their move plus 0, they got a move of 2 and 3. So he can go to, well, he would go first. So he can go here and target them both with an attack of 4. So 4 on Timmy. These attacks have advantage. That's 4 for Timmy. He has to discard a card. Jing. And then an attack of 4 on Mojo, which at advantage, that'll be 8. So yeah, he's going to have to discard a card anyway. So he'll have to discard 1. And then this guy will move up here and do the same thing with an attack of 3 to each of them at advantage. First to Timmy. Attack of 3 advantage, that's 4. Timmy's got to discard another card. This will be his last turn. And then it's a attack of 3 against Mojo. Plus 1 will be 4. He can take that one and go to 5. Then it's Mojo and Barry's turn. First starting with Barry moving 3. 1, 2, 3. And now he can actually do an attack here. An attack of 2. Plus 0, so 4 goes to 6. And then, just in time to disarm someone, we could move 5. Doesn't matter for him now. I guess we could actually use a bottom to move him 2 and come back here and grab that coin. Might as well be greedy. And then we'll disarm for next turn, since he's at range now. We can disarm, it's just an attack of 1. We'll disarm the elite. Or should we disarm the, yes, we're going to disarm the elite. Plus 2, okay, it's attack of 1, plus 2, that's 3. He's got a shield of 1, so he'll take 2, and he'll go to 8. Then we've got our dude who's going to do an attack of 1. He's going to use both of those to bump that up to an attack of 5, which will also get him an experience. Attack of 5, no advantages or disadvantages. A shield of 1, so he'll take 4, so he'll go to 8. And that's all for the top of that. That was it. That was at range. That was at range. Should have been disadvantage. Okay, so either blue or plus 1, so blue it will be. Then we're going to do our bottom attack here, which again we'll also do at this guy. It's going to be at disadvantage. 2 cards, attack of 3. It's just an attack of 3. He has a shield of 1, so he will take 2. And that is enough because he only has 10 health. That kills him off. Alright, and we've left the elite for the last dudes who need the elite. We gained our experience for that already. That will also come out. He will have to take a either short or long rest, which he might as well take a long rest, I guess. Oh, we already ditched our loot card. Oh well. Yeah, but we'll take a long rest next turn, which is yeah, it's happening right now. All right, let's do that. He's taking a long rest. This guy is gonna do his stuff as early as possible, starting with Mojo's attack of 2, standard attack of 2. All of that should be down here. But standard attack of 2 becomes standard attack of 4. That'll take you to 12. He's still kicking though. He's got 15 total. But I don't think he's going to last. Because then we got attack of 5 and we got attack of 3. So let's do our attack of 3 first so we gain the experience. Attack of 3. He's got a shield of 1, so he only takes 2. Oh, that attack of 4 only should have been an attack of 3. So he should have been at 11. And then now an attack of 3 should be an attack of 2, so he should go to 13. And get an experience. Then an attack of 5. Tunk, -1 for the shield is attack of 4, and that's enough to kill him off. And a drop a coin in the space, and since he took a short rest, nobody's going to get to pick up any of the money or the chest, but we do succeed at the mission at that point. Oy. So yeah, my voice is hoarse, but yeah, lots of stuff left on the battlefield, but we got some experience, and we'll find out what actually happens now that this has happened. So the gloom has called out to us from within the rift, and yeah, thinking we might go pay it a visit. Maybe go in and maybe mess it up from the inside. We'll see how it goes on the next one. Stay tuned. It links directly to this one, so we won't be going back to town, which means we won't be leveling up. So we'll still be at level 3 when we go into monster level 3 when we go into the next one. And maybe we'll get a couple more kills for Timmy and he'll be able to retire. All right, tune in for the next one, and we'll see you then.